Okay, so he's gonna put 12 vills forward. Now, playing against a Persian douche is a bit tricky, but conventional wisdom is, when they're doing their douche, like, you just let him waste time killing your TC and then rebuild it somewhere else. What you could do as well is, like I said, build a tower somewhere, and when he's finished with your TC, build close to the tower. So when his builds try to come and rebuild another TC to kill your second TC, your tower can start picking off builds, and you can fight it. So you have scouts and a tower defending your base. So he's gonna come and he's gonna drop.
I haven't seen them yet. I saw them now when they started building it.
Okay. So at this point, yeah, so you can just try to pick up a few builds. Now you're making your tower, but the problem is your tower is gonna go up after his TC, so you're not gonna get that. So it would have been better to just grab that tower and make it somewhere else. Okay, now I just want to say, so you're playing the game, you see that the TC's up, right? You have to think to yourself, okay, well, he's just gonna kill your TC now. There's nothing you can do about that. So you have to just think to yourself, I'm moving on. Destroy this watchtower, it's no longer useful to you, and make a tower on the left hand side here. So you could protect a gold line and you could protect a wood line. And what you want to do is, when he's finished killing your TC, you just make another TC in range of the new tower, perhaps over between this wood line here, so you could defend the wood line and the gold with a TC and a tower. Now when he's finished killing your TC, I mean, what's he gonna do again? He has to go and make another TC, right? Because there's nothing else he could do with just some villagers over in your base. And at this point, you could have made like so you could have made 2 to 3 scouts, rebuild your economy over to the left hand side of your tower, and just proceeded with your game. So I'm gonna just unpause and see what you ended up doing. Okay, so you did cancel the tower. That's good. Some idle builders will get picked up.
A lot of villagers here.
Yeah. So those are gonna get picked up, but it's okay. You know, sometimes they get flustered and you don't know what to do. He's currently attacking farms, which is funny. So, yeah.
Now I only have 75 stone. I can't build a new town center.
Yeah, but I mean, you do have the wood, so it's just to make a new stone. As soon as you saw his TC go up, you should have made you should have made a mining camp to get stone one time, because you know you're gonna need towers and you know you're gonna need TCs. But okay, so you're building a market. I'm gonna assume that's because you want to resell wood for stone. But you also stop farming. And your mill's over there, so you can't get there. Okay, so yeah, so you are in a pretty bad shape, and of course you lost your scout, so you have limited understanding of what the map looks like. Speed us up a bit, because he is just going to town on that PC and not much is happening there. And well, you couldn't get any more food, so you stopped producing bills. So yeah, so he caught you at a pretty bad moment. He caught you like right when he could have really damaged you. But to be honest, so you had a few things you had to do. You had to see if you could pick up a few of his builds, make a TC or a mill over to the left and continue producing farms, and get a bit of stone so you can make another TC. And I see you're making a new TC there, so let's see how the game proceeds. Yeah, and also like you also can steal your enemy's farms.
Yeah. I started doing it. After this game, I started to do that.
That's good. And also remember, you also have the ability to go over and like attack his base. I mean, he doesn't have much over here, but you could have definitely gotten some of the builds on wood and some of the builds on sheep. But you didn't end up making any scouts. But at least you played hunt, so you don't need wood, which is good for you. Yeah, and for everyone, there's a bug on my game. I can't see towers, so just never mind that. Interesting choice by him to make a tower over here to kill this mill. I don't really agree with that. That doesn't seem to be doing much for him.
He didn't need that.
Yeah, he does the. I mean, he just didn't know what to do with himself at this point. Keep the speed up a little bit. So I'm looking at your game, right? So you started going back to getting food. You're still on wood. You stopped collecting stone. No, I would say you should have continued on stone and started making towers, so you could stop him from trying to douche you again if it is that he felt so inclined. A tower to protect your wood line and your stone line over here, and even a tower to stop him from getting gold over here.
I'm also running out of food. I think for this reason I didn't send villagers the stone. I preferred collecting food.
Right, yeah.
And I didn't like my Tom Center's position there. What do you think if I went to his base, his former base, and could put my Tom Center there?
You could. You could go over this base, but it's a lot of time that's a lot of walking. And based on this map, I don't think there's any way to get around him, to be honest. And the time it will take you to go all the way over there may not be worth it to you. But see, you have to be thinking, he's gonna start making his army soon, right? Let's see, so there's just a lot of eco-management going on here. And on his end, you know, he's just trying to outboom you, so he can make some army. Let's see what he is making. He hasn't started using his barracks yet. Okay, so now he's attacking your barracks. Very interested. He isn't trying to deny you from collecting this gold. Okay, so you're using a gold behind here. Alright, that's good. And now he's in the castle age. So he's in the castle age before you. This means he's definitely gonna start making his army and see if he can finish off. See if he can finish you off. Now the thing with these strats is his job is to annoy you and try to put you behind. So while he was doing the douche, he had to sacrifice 12 vills, which means he was behind. So the best counter to this is to prevent him from getting to the point where he could deny you. And you could do that with some preemptive towers, like I said, where you lost your scout. But I mean, you know, sometimes it's best just to play better safe than sorry. Now you have launched a counterattack in his base, but unfortunately those builds, you know, they can handle 2 scouts, and he is reboomed over in your base. So his real base is over here. Over here is his distraction base. And that's the thing as well, because he knows that you'll be thinking, oh well, you could go and attack his base. But his real booming is happening over here. This is where he's gonna make his army. I'm gonna go over to his view and see what he is making. He's making knights. And I'm looking at you, and you stop producing villagers. You start producing builds, and you have a market, so you could have sold all this wood and gone up to the castle age. It's very important that you don't get stuck behind in the feudal age for too long, because castle age knights cannot be countered with feudal age spearmen or archers.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, you know, you need to watch your resources. Like, when you see wood passing 500, you either need to sell that or use it to build something. Don't let your wood stockpile up, when it could easily mean that you get to move up to the next age. So you did not have a tower here, so he does get to attack your wood line, and yeah, you called it GG.
Yeah.
Okay.
May I ask a question?
Yeah.
Do you think I could make Parasite Walls around my TC to prevent their TC rush to me?
Yeah, that would have also been like if you walled, villagers can't easily break a palisade wall, and well,
Yeah,
he had 12
this
houses, so when
happened
they
to me
do, you would have had
once.
enough time to build a tower.
And some people suggest making foundations, Parasite foundations around the TC. But you don't complete the construction. You don't build it. You only make the foundation
Yeah,
around the TC.
yeah. So
Uh,
so the strat is just to make like housing or palisade foundations, so they can build on top of it. So you could wall your map as you said, and you probably should have walled in the Dark Age. Like looking at this wood line over here, you could have walled from the ocean to this wood line, and then from this wood line, well, this wood line to this wood line, and this wood line back over here to the ocean. No, this would have completely blocked him off, and he would not have been able to come and douche you. Now, even if you see him breaking through the palisade walls, and you see 12 builds, well, okay, you say you just build palisade foundations around your TC, so he can't build anywhere. And in the time it's taken him to destroy your foundation, you're already making scouts. Because when he came, you were already making your barracks. So he would have had 12 idle villagers desperately trying to kill your palisade foundations or trying to pick off your vills, and you would have had a full eco working, you know.
yeah, and I could make a tower to defend.
Yeah. So so that's stuff like that you could think about. And let's see, and look at even how he built his base. Like he built his base very tight, you know. So he had like, so if you came, he would have had like vision to see what you were coming with, and probably even like quickly wall around if he was in any trouble. So even if you had made some army, he would have just been easily, he just would have easily walled himself in a little further.
Yeah. And as strategy, do you think you need to try to avoid the TC rush by Persian, or you should leave it, not resist, and go somewhere else?
Should you, if you're asking if you should try a militia rush to stop it?
No, no. When they do Persian douche,
Yeah.
the defending player should try to avoid it from happening, like making palisade wall foundations or houses around the town center to prevent the TC rush,
Yeah,
or
it's
you should ignore it and go somewhere else and the TC.
so your first preferred option is to prevent it from happening. Now, if you do prevent it from happening, you're probably gonna win the game because he's gonna be so behind from having 12 idle villagers for so long that there's no way he could. You'd probably be able to beat him just in the feudal age alone. Now, if he does manage to make the TC, your next best option is to immediately abandon that area, go and reboom somewhere else, make a defensive tower or two, and continue your boom. Now, you probably would still be ahead.
Immediately deleting my town center.
No, don't delete the town center. You leave the town center so that he would waste his time killing it. And in the time it's taken him, because to kill your town center, he has to have his vills inside, right? For the arrow fire, he has to have his vills garrisoned to kill your TC. While his vills are garrisoned, he has idle time and idle villagers, which means that you have all your villagers available to go and continue your eco. So the strat at that point is to make him waste as much of his time as possible while you use that to your advantage and boom on your game.
I need to find a good place, good location to build my new town center.
Yeah, so looking at where you did build it, here's a bit claustrophobic. It's not too bad. I would say you should have probably maybe done it by this wood and this gold line and have some towers to protect it. So you use the gold, you use you use a TC and a tower to protect this area, and maybe even make 2 militia. And now the thing to remember is like villagers actually can take down a tower, so you probably would have wanted the militia there to prevent him from just trying to kill your tower. But then if the tower is within range of your next TC, you could also garrison your villagers and start picking off his vills. And by the time he takes on the tower, you probably would have killed like maybe as much as 8 villagers. Yeah, so that's just a scenario for if that happens. Okay, well, I think that's gonna be it for this replay.